Hello and welcome to Leo no Nihongo or Lionel no Nihongo. So for this first day I will introduce the sounds, the Japanese sounds, and so I'll make some variations with English. I'll put a bit of Japanese in the video and maybe a bit of French. But I'll mainly explain in English. So, well, first of all, let's say Merry Christmas if it's Christmas where you are at currently and you celebrate, or if you don't celebrate and it's not Christmas, well, have a nice day. Okay, so now let's start with the process, the explanation, let's say. So when speaking a language, it's very important to know how it sounds like and to know how to reproduce the sounds so that whatever you say will sound like the language. So for example, like when you say, so this is a sound that you know, oh, it's English. Like it's a English wonder kind of thing. It's like, okay, yeah. So that's kind of in English. So in order to do that, but like in Japanese, you need to know what the language sounds like. And so the best way to learn how the language sounds like is by studying the letters of the language. So for example, in English it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So then you need to, so that's English, and that's the English sounds, but now we need the Japanese sounds. Well, first of all, before the Japanese sounds, so the English alphabet, also the French, in French, the French language, there's also the alphabet, but it has a different sound. So in French, the French alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So the thing is, so English and French are different, even though they have the same writing system basically. But the thing is, like Japanese has its own, so they use the alphabet, but their alphabet will sound differently than the English and French alphabet. It will have its own sounds. But first of all, the Japanese alphabet is separate. It's like, so Japanese alphabet comes from the Hiragana, the Japanese Hiragana, and so then they take the Hiragana and then they write it in the alphabet. So that's another story. So it's so the thing, so A, so let's say the Japanese writing system, which is called the Hiragana. So Hiragana has many sounds. So it's like A, I, U, E, O, Ga, Ki, Ku, Ke, Go, Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So, Ta, Chi, Tsu, Te, To, Na, Ni, Nu, Ne, No, Ha, Hi, Hu, He, Ho, Ma, Mi, Mu, Me, Mo, Wa, O, La, Li, Lu, Le, Lo, Ga, Gi, Gu, Ge, Go, Za, Jdi, Zu, Ze, Zo, Da, Chi, Tsu, Ze, Do, Ba, Bi, Bu, Be, Bo, Pa, Pi, Pu, Pe, Po. Well, I made some slight mistakes, but that's basically it. Well, I mean, yeah, mistakes. I mean, for example, G, I did not say it correctly, well, never mind. But anyway, it's very important to learn how the sounds, the Japanese letter sounds like. So if you want to study the language, you should probably study the writing. So for example, use a application on your phone and learn the language, like, and draw it, like draw the language and then draw the letters and then read the letters and practice writing, and it's very useful to practice the language. So once you have learned the way it sounds, then you can start using like the Japanese way of speaking. So for example, early on I did well in English, in Japanese we would say ano or ano toka. And so that's the Japanese way of doing ano. Well, only one of the variations, so they have many different variations. But like, so once you know the sounds, then it opens up the Japanese world. So like you can say, asoko, over there, there's a or asoko ne, over there there's a. And then you can, once you know the writing system, you can read anything in Japanese and know how to say it correctly. So it's very important to study the letters, the Japanese letters. And of course the words are important and grammar is important, but the letters are fundamental. And so yeah, I strongly advise you to study the sounds, the Japanese sounds. So like a, I, U, E, O, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, sa, shi, su, se, so, ta, chi, tsu, te, to, ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Like all of the sounds, and then you will gradually, then you'll be able to read whatever words comes up, basically. Well, there's the kanji, but the thing is, every kanji, so a kanji you can't necessarily read straight away, well, as a foreigner perhaps, or that don't know Japanese. So the kanji you can't read straight away, but like the hiragana, which is the sound, is quite easy to replicate. And so once you learn hiragana, which is basically the Japanese ABC, so once you learn the hiragana, you then learn the katakana, which is basically the same thing, to annoy us and to annoy everyone. And then afterwards you learn the kanji, because at the even though you don't need the kanji, like a lot, it makes the world way easier if you know the kanji. And I really strongly advise to first start with hiragana, then once you feel comfortable with hiragana, then you start writing in katakana, or you start learning katakana, because katakana is the same sounds as hiragana, but it's just written differently. And then afterwards go on to katakana, but kanji. At the end go to kanji, but before going to the kanji, or even just after starting the hiragana, you can already start learning words like "こんにちは," that means hello. So once you know the kanji, once you learn hiragana, once you know hiragana, you can go and learn words. Once you know hiragana, you can learn words. It's very important to know the hiragana. So yeah, so once you know the hiragana, you can start learning Japanese. Or just learning just learning the hiragana is learning Japanese. But I mean, once you know how the language sounds like, you can start words. For example, a baby will start with the sounds and then will gradually learn the words. So you want to do the same thing. You want to learn first the sounds, how the language sounds, and then you will start the words. So I really recommend learning the Hiragana, which is, let's read them because there are so many. It's like a, I, U, E, O, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, sa, shi, su, se, so, ta, chi, tsu, te, to, na, ni, nu, ne, no, ha, hi, hu, he, ho, ma, mi, mu, me, mo, wa, o, la, li, lu, le, lo, ga, gi, gu, ge, go, za, ji, zu, ze, zo, da, ji, du, zu, de, do, ba, bi, bu, be, bo, ba, pi, pu, be, bo. Okay, so now you know more or less the Hiragana. So I recommend using, for example, an application and to learn the Hiragana, so you can write, listen once again, and like this you can practice as much as you want. So maybe I'll put an app in the comment section below, perhaps. And so like this you can learn the Hiragana. And so a and a and a, they sound differently. So please learn the Hiragana, and then we can continue on with the Japanese lessons. Thank you for watching Leo no Nihongo, and I will now say bye bye.